The Reserve Bank of India's key interest rate was raised by 50 basis points on Wednesday, the second hike in as many months, in a bid to cool persistently high inflation in Asia's third largest economy.
The Reserve Bank of India (RBI) on Wednesday hiked the policy repo rate by 50 basis points to 4.9% and raised the inflation projection for the current financial year to 6.7%. RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das announced that the Monetary Policy Committee (MPC) has voted unanimously to increase the key interest rate with immediate effect. The standing deposit facility rate and the marginal standing facility rate were adjusted higher by the same quantum to 4.65% and 5.15% respectively. The central bank also dropped the long-standing phrase that future policy would remain accommodative, reinforcing expectations of further rate hikes and other forms of tightening in coming months as fighting inflation becomes its main focus.
The MPC voted unanimously to increase the policy repo rate by 50 basis points to 4.90% with immediate effect.
Retail inflation in April accelerated to 7.79% from a year earlier, above the RBI's tolerance band for inflation of 2% to 6% for a fourth month in a row, and a further rise in global prices of crude oil, food and other commodities is expected to keep up the upward pressure. The price spikes have hammered consumer spending and darkened the near-term outlook for India's economic growth, which slowed to the lowest in a year in the first 3 months of 2022. The RBI raised its inflation projection for 2022-23 to 6.7% from 5.7% earlier, while maintaining its growth projection at 7.2%. Meanwhile, Indian shares ended lower for a fourth session on Wednesday after the central bank's rate hike. At close, the NSE Nifty 50 index fell 0.37% to 16,356.25, and the S&P BSE Sensex was down 0.39% at 54,892.49.